The Philippines have been facing a grim issue, the threat of pollution from industrialized fossil fuels. In February, the Princess Empress oil tanker released 800,000 liters of heavy industrial oil into the sea, devastating hundreds of fishing communities near Mindoro Island and leaving local people requiring medical treatment. The area around the Verde Island Passage, a global marine biodiversity hotspot known for its whale sharks, corals, turtles and rich fisheries, has seen increased investments in liquefied natural gas, LNG, power plants and terminals from sources such as Shell and the San Miguel Corporation. Environmentalists from the Philippines have traveled to the UK to urge representatives from Barclays, Standard Chartered, and HSBC to restrict the financing for these projects in the passage, as they will only cause further deterioration of marine life in the area. Data from environmental NGOs show that certain banks, such as Standard Chartered, have become leading financiers for projects in the Verde Island Passage. Filipino activists are calling for these banks to remember their power in financing decisions and not support projects that could potentially pollute the local environment and take away from the livelihoods of local communities. Shell had no comment on involvement with LNG terminals, while Barclays, HSBC, and San Miguel provided no comments. The oil spill has shown the impact that these projects can have on the environment and local communities. Without adequate aid or protective equipment, the local people have been left to clean up the mess themselves. 190,000 people have been affected by the spill, yet not a single company has been held accountable. As campaigners continue to push for change, our eyes turn to the banks that finance these projects and the decision they have made. To protect the Verde Island Passage, Filipino environmentalists are making sure their voices are heard. They've requested representatives from Barclays, Standard Chartered, and HSBC to responsibly restrict funding for such fossil fuel projects. To take it a step further, activist Avril de Torres is planning to travel to the European mainland to meet other financiers and continue the fight for a sustainable future. It's up to banks and financial institutions to make sure their net zero pledges are upheld, and to choose to fund projects that will not harm marine biodiversity in this global hotspot or the livelihoods of local communities. The actions of environmental activists show the importance of mindful decision-making when it comes to ensuring a secure and vibrant habitat for marine life and its inhabitants. It's always a choice to act in favor of economic profits ahead of ecological welfare, but the consequences of that decision echo much farther than the surface.